What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today I've got a story time that was sent in by a subscriber about these teachers that ended up getting in a fist fight on field day. You know, definitely not what you expect on field day. It's supposed to be a day of fun. And it's especially wild because we all know teachers love to talk about how mature they are. Regardless, I figured it would be a pretty fun video for you guys to listen to and me to make, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Be sure to press the like button, or no joke, no scam, I'm going to have to fight you in a boxing match like Logan Paul. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So at this school, I guess the way their field day was organized is that each class was basically its own team, and throughout the day you kind of competed against other teams or other classes to like beat each other. And on these teams, the teachers were the team captain. You know, they probably didn't want kids to like feel left out or whatever, so by making teachers the team captain, they felt like everyone would be happier, magic time, you know, everyone's a winner or whatever. And most of the teachers were pretty chill about it, considering it was an elementary school, you know, like obviously the field day for 8-year-olds is very chill. You're not supposed to be going hard. It doesn't matter if you win. And most of the teachers were aware of the fact that it was like more for the kids to have fun. But as always, there was a couple dudes that were just way too competitive for no reason. The type of kids that like will fist fight you over PE basketball, except grown-ups. This kid's class was taught by this dude named Mr. Drew. That's what I'm gonna call him for this video, and he was a super competitive guy, like a little bit too competitive. He would like race kids to the water fountain and truck them out of the way at the last second if they were beating him just to beat them. All day, whenever they would lose any of the games on field day, he would get like insanely upset and start screaming at his class and be like, "You guys suck." At one point, a kid lost the game and he told him that he would rather him just go home because he sucks too bad. Like, this is a teacher on field day just taking it that seriously. And it's elementary school kids too, bro. Like, at least at a high school PE class, high school field day, that makes a little more sense. It's still stupid. But like, dude, why are you screaming at an 8-year-old that he sucks at the beanbag race? It's just not that deep. You really don't need to be doing that. But, you know, it wasn't even like he was the only teacher taking it way too seriously. There was another teacher at the school named Mr. Kenny, who was also just like a crazy, super competitive dude. And one of the games that they had set up for this field day for everybody to play and like go against each other on was a basketball game called Knockout. For those of you that don't know what Knockout is, basically like you get in a line and then you shoot the basketball, the person behind you tries to shoot it. If they make it before you make it, then you're out. It's basically like elimination basketball, I guess. It's like Fortnite basketball. Oh my god, Battle Royale. Anyways, it's really not that intense of a game. It doesn't have to be. Obviously, sometimes people take it a little bit too far, but it's just not that deep. But by fate, you know, Mr. Kenny and Mr. Drew end up having to play each other for the last game of field day in Knockout. Obviously, because they were super competitive, they had been doing well all day, because when nobody else is trying, you kind of win by default when you put in any effort. So, like, I guess it was the finals, and whichever team won this game of Knockout was going to be crowned the champion of field day. You know, like, oh, obviously a very big deal, bro. If you don't get crowned the champion of field day, you're going to actually explode. Like, it's just not that deep. They're treating it like there's literally life and death on the line. And the kids honestly didn't care too much. They just start kind of playing Knockout, and the teachers are like screaming, running full speed, you know, trying to like sabotage the people behind them so they don't make the shot too quickly. And most of the kids just don't care and very quickly get out, because when you're not really caring, it's not, you know, it's not a fun game unless you're into it. So obviously, with the teachers screaming and running full speed and also just being like 3 times as tall as everybody else, they're doing incredibly well. They're still in. And there's one other kid who's also still playing. So there's 3 people left in the game that was supposed to be for the kids. It's the 2 grown men screaming at each other, you know, trying to cheat basically. And everybody's just watching them. And I don't know if they realized that they were silly but were too into it, or like if they in their heads thought they looked really cool. But everybody was just kind of watching the same way you would watch like a grown man in a Chuck E. Cheese play place. It's just kind of weird. Anyways, the teachers were not as good at this basketball as this kid was. This kid could shoot. And on one of these, when it was Mr. Drew shooting, shooting. He shoots and he misses, and Mr. Kenny was behind him and he shot and he missed. But on the rebound, Mr. Drew decided to punch the ball away, like, from the court. And if you've ever punched a basketball or like played knockout before, it's not against the rules to hit somebody's ball, but it's just kind of like a douche move. You're just not supposed to do it, because then the person has to like run all the way over there, pick up their ball, get back, and like they probably would have beat you if you didn't decide to punch the basketball. So you're just not supposed to do it. Obviously, both of these guys are just way too into it though, so he ends up punching the other teacher's basketball to like get him away so he has time to make the shot. Well, the other teacher responds by not chasing his ball, but waiting for his ball, like the other ball, you know what I'm saying. He takes the other ball and throws it the other way. So they've both now taken each other's basketballs and thrown them in the opposite direction of everything else. And at that point, basketball is no longer their focus, bro. They get up in each other's faces and start, like, screaming at each other, trash talking, but, like, weird old people trash talk. Bro, I'll bite your nipple, bro. Like, it just stuff that was just kind of weirdly non-threatening, you know? Like, for some reason, people used to trash talk like that. And it's just as quickly as it became intense, it starts to become a shove match. And to try to, like, de-escalate the situation without drawing much attention to it, a couple of other teachers had gone and gotten their basketballs and kind of, like, brought it back to try to calm it down, but now it's a shoving match. But as the teachers bring the basketballs back up, they kind of like stop a little bit. They kind of take a step away from each other and are kind of calming down. But then the kid that's behind them shoots again and he misses. And at that point, bro, it was almost like you ever seen like a dog just need to hunt something? It was like they just got reminded of the fact that they were in a game, bro. Suddenly they're like, oh my God, we're still playing. And Mr. Drew goes to get his ball and like shoot. And Mr. Kenny picks up the basketball and just hurls it at the back of his head. So yeah, while Mr. Drew did punch the ball first, okay, Mr. Kenny did definitely escalate it because he decided to chuck a basketball at the other teacher's head. And as soon as the basketball smacks the back of Mr. Drew's head, he turns around and it's on, bro. UFC 57 in progress. All right, guys, I'm gonna interrupt the video for just a second. On screen now is an Xbox gift card. I give away a gift card in every video here on this channel as a way to say thank you to everyone that's subscribed with notifications on. So if you haven't already, be sure to do that. And if you already do, then thank you so much. And on that note, I'll shut up and get back to the story time. Appreciate ya. Hadouken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, bro, it is on. Honestly, like, as much as I would love to say that it was probably a really intense street fight, it was more like 4 punches of them going back and forth and then, like, the awkward wrestling thing that people that don't really know how to fight do. However, what was awesome is apparently all the kids were screaming like it was a UFC fight because it was, like, the last game of field day for the championship. Literally the entire school had been gathered around them to, like, you know, watch it. So when they started fighting, everybody is like freaking out, screaming. The subscriber that sent this in distinctly remembers somebody screaming, "Kill him!" Like a little kid screaming, "Kill him," which makes it even better, bro. If I ever get in a fight, I would prefer to have like a Coliseum-like effect, you know? People just shouting at it. Obviously, it was not that intense of a fight, but anytime teachers are fighting in front of you, you're gonna be freaking out about it. Anyways, it gets broken up. After that, a couple of teachers go out and separate them, and obviously at that point, they're like, field day's over, everybody has to get sent back to class. The day was almost over anyways, but you know, everyone's kind of upset because instead of like getting to just hang out on the field, they have to go sit in class for another 30 minutes before everything ends. The teachers, though, here's the wildest part of all of this. I was like, okay, obviously the teachers had to have gotten fired for this. You can't have a boxing match like Logan Paul and KSI in front of like a bunch of students and not lose your job. Somehow, though, apparently, the teachers managed to, like, hang on to their job and kept teaching, dude. That must have been wild. Like, coming into class on Monday and having to look the kids in the eye after you just, like, almost killed someone in front of them. Obviously, you know, you didn't almost kill him. But to the kids, bro, the kids were like, kill him! I don't know how they managed to negotiate that, dude. Like, that's beyond me. Sorry for giving another grown man a purple nurple in front of everybody. I will say, though, one thing is that the kids definitely got a good story time out of it. Like, let's be honest here. It's not every day that you're just chilling during field day and your teachers start throwing hands. All of that for a field day championship, bro. I don't even remember who won my field day through any of them that I ever had. So, you know, way to go. You fought everybody in front of everyone for an award literally so meaningless that no one's ever gonna remember it, dude. If you're ever sitting next to somebody and they start talking about how their highlight of their life is when they won their elementary school field day, that's how you know you need need to leave. But anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking a quick second to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought. If you don't know what to comment, go ahead and comment water bottle down below. We'll go with that one today. If you haven't already subscribed and turned on notifications, you should do that. I post really often and you never want to miss another video. I also went ahead and put some of the old story times on Spotify, so if you guys want to listen to those offline, go ahead, head over to there. I'll put a link in the description, and other than that, you should also check out the merch, 2 million subscriber merch, link down below. And last but certainly not least, you should also use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout for a bit of a discount. Helps you out, helps me out, everyone's a winner. And yeah, on that note, guys, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.